takes 60 to 70% of the total cost in your fish production. And what it means is that the more feed you waste, the more money you waste. So if you're able to manage your feed very well, then you will manage your costs and, for that matter, your money. And many people, especially beginners, do not know certain things that prevents feed wastage. At the end of the day, they provide or they buy more feed than they should buy, just because they're not able to manage their feed very well. In this video, I want to take you through 5 important tips to do to be able to manage your feed very well, so you don't waste your feed and you don't waste money for that matter. If you're new to this, my name is Abdulaziz Issa. I'm a fish farmer and I help people set up their fish farms. So please contact us to help you be successful in your fish farming journey. When you're going to give your fish feed small at a time. That's the first thing you should do. Feed small at a time. Don't be in a hurry and come and dump the feed and assume that they'll eat. Possibly you are in a hurry. You just check your time, dump the feed, and you go. If you are fond of doing this, you are going to waste the feed. The reason is that you might give them that high quantity, and at the end of the day, they don't consume all that feed. The uneaten feed is wasted, and the more dangerous is even that it even increases ammonia, and that can even lead to suffocation and the death of the fish. The second thing you must also do is that feed them at the same time every day. If you are feeding them, let's say 8 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock p.m., make sure that you stick to those times. The fish, they adapt to their feeding schedule, and when it is time, automatically they become hungry and they're expecting the food to come. So immediately you give them the feed at that time, they consume it. But if you're always changing your time, you are feeding them 9, tomorrow you're feeding them 10, you are feeding them 8, you get them confused. So they don't know when the food will be ready. And possibly when you even give them the feed earlier or later, they might not eat it. And that becomes wastage. So make sure that you stick to the same time frequent and you are good to go. The third thing you must also do is that spread the feed evenly in the pond. Most beginners or people think that practicing the spot feeder is the best way. Spot feeder is where you just identify a particular location and you are pouring the feed inside. That is a jokingly way of feeding your fish. The thing is, if you are practicing that method, once you are putting it at that place, there are particular fish that are aggressive, they are strong, and they are active. So they always take much of the feed. But the weaker ones will not. Because when you're feeding them, especially catfish, the strongest ones are active and they get it. The weaker ones will try to get after the stronger ones are satisfied and then they leave it for them. That's the wrong way. But if you are using the broadcasting method, where you spread the feed across all the length and breadth of the pond, all the fish are able to take what they can take. If the weaker one is at the corner there and the feed lands there, it drops there, it picks. So that is also the best way. That is spreading the feed evenly among all of them. The fourth thing you should also be doing is that be monitoring the fish and not your clock. Don't just, it's similar to the first one, but not the same. This one, give them and observe how they're eating. Be monitoring. Be monitoring. When they finish, you top up. When they finish, they add up until you notice that they are okay. Then you can now stop feeding them. And when you are doing that, you'll be good to go. The fifth thing you should also do is that avoid feeding the fish when they are very stressful. The stress could be cold weather. The stress could be hot water. The stress could be changing water. The stress could be salting. Anytime something is stressing them or they're subjected to stress, avoid feeding them at that time. Because if you give them feed at that time, either they don't eat or they eat and they vomit it back. And at the end of the day, obviously, you've wasted that feed. I'll give you a bonus point. And that bonus point is that don't be feeding your fish with the wrong size of feed. If you are familiar with the commercial feed, you will understand that the feed is pelleted into sizes 1 mm, 2 mm, 3 mm, up to 6, 8 mm. Now, if the fish are juveniles, let's say they can just take 2 mm and you give them 3 mm, they will have difficulty swallowing. At the end of the day, they might not be able to take it and it will be wasted. Or if they are big, they can take 3 mm and you're still giving them 2 mm. That too, they have difficulties swallowing it. And especially the fact that each pellet size comes with different nutritional proportion. Yes, when the fish are smaller, they need high protein. So their feed contain high protein. And the protein becomes less and carbohydrate become high when they are growing. So if you are not giving them the right size of feed, then even if they are consuming, but feed conversion ratio will be very low and they will not be converted to body weight and they will not be interested in size. At the end of the day, you are wasting the feed. So if you consider these 6 points and you manage your feed very well, you are going to reduce the amount of feed wastage and for that matter, the cost of feed and the money that you'll be losing. If you have experienced any of these things, let me know in the comment section. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're a complete beginner, I don't know where to start and where to end, I have a completely free video made for you. It's over 4 hours. Check it out in the description and watch it free. And let's grow our fish together. My name is Abdulaziz Issa, and this is for Aquaculture. Thank you. If you are spending too much money on water changes, struggling with dirty pond water, or using fish because of poor water quality, then you need to understand the recirculating aquaculture system, commonly called RAS. RAS is a system that continuously filters, cleans, and returns water back to your fish pond. This helps maintain better water quality, improves fish growth, and reduces water wastage. In this video, I want to show you how I built one of these systems from start to finish. Everything starts with proper planning. Every pipe, fitting, and container has a special purpose. A well-designed RAS is not just about connecting pipes. It is about making sure water moves efficiently through every state of filtration. As I assemble the plumbing, I carefully position each connection to reduce water loss and ensure a smooth flow throughout the system. The filtration unit is the heart of the RAS. This is where solid waste is separated and beneficial bacteria grow to convert harmful ammonia into safer compounds. Without proper filtration, fish health will suffer. Next comes the aeration system. Fish need enough dissolved oxygen to grow well and remain healthy. A reliable aeration system keeps oxygen levels high while allowing the biological filter to work effectively. Every installation is tested before stocking fish. Even a small leak or poor water flow can affect the performance of the entire system. So testing is an important step. One thing I have learned over the years is that you do not need expensive imported equipment to build an effective RAS. With the right knowledge and the correct materials, you can build a reliable system that works for your farm. If you want to learn how to build this complete recirculating aquaculture and aeration system by yourself, I have created a step-by-step DIY course. Inside the course, I explain every component, the materials you need, how to assemble the system, common mistakes to avoid, and how to keep it running efficiently. The course is available worldwide in US dollars on Gumroad. And if you are in Ghana or any other African country, you can also purchase through Ghana cedis using mobile money system. If you're interested, call or WhatsApp the number displayed on your screen. You will also find the enrollment link in the video description. This is Abdulaziz Isa from Fakwa Aquaponics. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to helping you build your own recirculating aquaculture system.